are, at some sense, okay, and at some sense, terrible.
Tomorrow marks 2 years since the war in Ukraine started. Russia launched its attack on February 24th of 2022. And back then, support from American leaders and citizens started out strong.
Now, Ukrainians in the metro say this 2-year anniversary is much more complicated.
It's a little bit of a celebration because the Ukraine been able to withstand the Russian aggression for so long, but a little bit of a morbid feeling as well because there is no end in sight.
Early Ukrainian victories feel like they were a long time ago now. The most recent changes in the battlefield map have put Russians further into Ukrainian territory, likely extending the time Ukrainian refugees will be out of their home country. Vladimir Polachuk's Stand With Ukraine KC organization is sending first aid materials back to the war while helping displaced Ukrainians around Kansas City.
They came to the United States and they're still trying to figure out how the healthcare works, how the taxation works. So it's a trial by fire, but we're trying to do the best we can to kind of help them out.
Political divisions on Capitol Hill have made American money and weapons that flowed early on hard to come by now, thrusting KU Slavic languages and literature professor Vitaly Chernetsky into a slightly different position.
Most of the U.S. military aid to Ukraine is actually creating U.S. jobs and paying U.S. workers to modernize U.S. military.
For the last 2 years, he's traveled around the United States and internationally, giving talks about Ukrainian culture and what led to this conflict. He still has family in Ukraine right now and says new warfighting technology is helping.
Ukraine developed its own sea drones, both those that go on the surface and those that go underwater, and they have been very successful at chasing back the Russian Black Sea fleet of the Russian Navy.
That's allowed valuable grain shipments to return to near pre-war levels. It helps build a wartime economy while Vladimir and Vitaly try to keep their country's plight front of mind.
There is a little bit of a problem in that human beings unfortunately get used to everything.
So at the 2-year mark of the invasion, Russia occupies about 18% of Ukrainian territory. That's down from 27% at its peak. But for every artillery shell that Ukraine fires, Russia fires 10 shells back. Russia has a 5-to-1 population advantage, so they do have a lot more potential soldiers to call up. Stand With Ukraine KC is going to host a rally this weekend at the Fountain near Country Club Plaza tomorrow at 2 p.m. We have information about that event and some other events early next week under this story at fox4kc.com.